What's up, guys? It's Binary Mastermind here with you once again. Today I have this trading strategy that I'm going to show you guys. But before I do get onto that strategy, I'm going to let you guys know I'm currently in a trade right here. I entered in somewhere around here. I actually entered in quite late. Your ideal entry is pretty much the tip. Sometimes you don't get that. That's fine. But I entered in right here. Let's go on to IQ option. As you can see, I entered in right here. The trade is currently in the money, which is good. I actually went quite big on this trade. Went quite big on this trade, but we shall see what would happen. Before I do start to explain how this strategy works, I want you guys to check out this website right here. It's pretty good. It's just to show you guys when the market, which market is open at a particular time. And what I advise you guys to do is depending on which asset is open, you want to use the equivalent currency pair for that session. So right now is the New York session that's open for me right now. You can actually put the time zone you're in. So depending on what time zone you're in right now, you just put your country or whatever, and it will actually do the right timing for you and tell you which assets are open right now. I think for everyone, it's pretty much the New York section that's open for everyone, but the timing is slightly off. That's the only thing. And right now I am in the UK, so I'm the London session. That's without my timing. It even shows the time. Was the time there, right? All as you can see that trade did come in the money. Before I do talk about this trading strategy and explain it to you guys, especially for the newbie traders, if you're new to my YouTube channel, before I do talk about it, I just want to explain this how this site works. Now, what I want you guys, let's see, is the timing. Yeah, the timing is correct. What I want you guys to do is when you do you want to do this before you actually start trading, so you kind of know which currency pairs you should use at that particular time period. So right now, you just put in your time zone. You go into this. You see, this is the New York section right now. So you want to go onto your MT4 and only use anything to do with Euro, the USD currency pair. So just the dollar currency pair. That's anything to Euro USD is fine, Euro JPY is fine, NUD USD, anything that's with the dollar sign is fine. You want to try and get the one that's, if the dollar sign is on the right hand side, you want to try and use those currency pairs, because as you can see, the ones where the dollar sign is like at the other side, the opposite side, it's quite slow. As you can see, it's really sluggish. Even here is really sluggish. So just bear that in mind, guys. Right now it's Friday, most of the assets are actually closed right now, so it's really pretty much a bad time to trade. The best time I would advise you guys to trade is when it's in the middle of the London session and the New York session, when they start to mix. For me, it's from 1 to 4. That's the UK. The London session. I'm in UK, so that's my timing. I don't know for anyone, if you're in another country, it's going to be slightly different. It would vary, but let me go on to this website right here. So once you see the London, and that's Great Britain, and the New York, which is USA. Once you see both of them are open, that's a really good time to trade, because the market is very volatile. Of course, you will see, depending on where you are in the world and which time zone you're in. If you click your time zone, it will actually tell you what time it opens, and you can see, okay, from this time, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The London session is open. That's when it's open, and from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. the New York session is open. So in the middle of that, from around 12 to 8, you know that the London session and the New York session are going to be like together, they're going to be conjoined, and you're going to get most of the currencies are going to be, most of the currency pairs are going to be on as well, because except for, let's see, 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. except for probably these ones over here. This one, no, yeah, probably these ones. These were just these two, just these three actually. These three will be open at that time. Or the European session will be open at that time. So that's a pretty. So I'll say, depending on which time you are, which time zone you're in, it will just vary. So just come to the website, check it out. Just make sure that the best time I would say to trade is when the London session and the New York session are open. That's pretty much the best time, in my opinion, to trade. So guys, before you guys start trading, remember, go onto your FX book, myfxbook.com. Scroll all the way down. Make sure that everything is good. In 2 minutes, gonna get some news. In 17 minutes, you don't want to trade. Try and avoid this for beginner traders. Try and avoid high volatility market, because it won't. You still need to know how to use the strategy effectively in order for you to place these kind of trades, especially in high impact movement in the market. You may win a trade by a huge amount, but there's a higher chance of you losing a trade by a huge amount too. I'm talking about a huge gap. So, for example, I'm going to my. For example, if you go into your chart here and you get a trade like so, you get a signal like so, it may go against you and keep on going up, and you will lose that trade. I'm just saying it may. I'm not saying it will. There's a possibility. There's a high possibility it may do that, but it may not. So I'm just to avoid any high volatility in the market, and just for you to avoid any high impact. Because guys, trust me, you will. Of course, you are going to lose some trades every now and again, but for you to minimize the amount of losses you have and know when to trade and when not to trade, I think that's a really good piece of information you should always keep in mind, so you know when is a good time to trade and when is not a good time to trade. Right then, guys, my strategy. If you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe. Please like this video if you do find it interesting, and please, if you have anything to say, guys, comment down below. Anything about the strategy, any strategies you guys are currently using at the moment, just please leave in the description down below. Please comment on my on this video if you feel like there's something you're not sure of, or you can email me. I'll leave my email in the description down below as well, guys. Okay. Right, as you can see here, guys, you get some signals here. You have some green signals, some red signals, and some white signals. I don't really like taking the white signals. I will say again, I don't really like taking the white signals, simply because they tend to move a lot for me. Personally, as I've been using the strategy, I found that they tend to move a lot for me. Don't get me wrong, they still do come in the money. As you can see, it did come in the money, and it came in the money. Now, why this white signal appear is, for example, this red. When you get a red signal or a green signal, it means that as soon as you got a signal, price went to the correct direction. As you can see, price, as soon as you got a red signal, price went up. As you can see, it went higher for 5 minutes. I did a 5 minute expiration. So once you get a signal, whether to the upside or the downside, you will put a 5 minute expiration. And let's see, we enter here 1, 2, 3. Wait, there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's in the money. Now, for the white signal, it means that if you entered a trade for 5 minutes, say this white signal possibly could have been a red. So possibly could have been a green candlestick. I mean a green signal, but because price went against it, it turned into white. That's to show that that trade, if you took the trade, it would have lost. So that would have been a losing trade. But like I say, I do my martingales strategy. If I lose more, I don't martingale more than 3 times. Now, if you guys are new, martingale is you double up your trade. So the first trade you take, the next trade will be 2.5 times bigger than the previous trade, and you do that only 3 times. If you lose 3 times, you will stop your trading for the day. If you're not looking to martingale, I would recommend you take 1 to 5% on your trade, just based on confirmation. I will talk about confirmation in a few minutes. The more confirmation you have, maximum trade size should be up to 5%, no more than 5% per trade, guys. I can't stress enough. You cannot put more than 5% per trade, guys. Okay, you're not gambling. This is a business. You treat it like a business, guys. You wanna keep your trades very minimum if the markets are really bad, and maximize your profit when the markets are really good. You want to take as much trades as you can once the markets are really good. Now, so yeah, like I said, this white signal would have been a green signal previously, but of course you lost. But then if you martingale a second time, you probably would have got that trade in the money on the second run. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions, guys, please feel free, email me. I'll leave my emails in the description down below. I also leave the link for IQ option. You guys can start with IQ if you wish to. And that's it pretty much, guys. Thanks for watching. That's Binary Mastermind signing out.